Wow, it is a crazy overcast day today. Does the video look kind of dark? Yeah, I can't really tell in the back of the camera. Anyways, behind me is the entrance to the Edo Tokyo Open Air Building Museum. And it's a really cool museum. You can walk around and check out old buildings from like the last 100 or more years of Japanese architectural history. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool thing to check out. So I have a little admission to make. It's not my first time here, it's my second time. The first time I was biking with my buddy and Ryan around the area, and we just happened to come across this museum, which was about to close, so we checked it out real quick. So because our bikes are road bikes, we didn't have a kickstand in it or anything like that, and there's like nowhere to park around here, we actually kind of just parked our bikes right here, and we put them together, you know, like side by side, and then locked them. Like I'll put a picture like right here. Check it out. Our setup is pretty good. Ikimasu. Got my ticket right here. You know, it's weird. They give you a ticket, but you don't give it to anyone. You just go in. So behind me is an old photo studio built in 1937. It's one of the first things you see upon entering, and maybe turning left, because you can turn left or right. It doesn't seem like there's an order in which like the buildings are put together in the sense of like the history. What's really helpful, if you come over here, all the buildings have a plaque that kind of explains the floor layout and stuff. And what's really cool about this one is there's Japanese and English, so it's really easy to get an idea of what the building was used for and where it originally came from in terms of the address and who donated the building. Somebody, can you believe that somebody donated the building and they were able to get it here, all intact? I was told in normal circumstances you can enter the building, but obviously you don't want people crowding. Apparently this is one of the more modern houses made by a German architect back in 1910. And can you imagine how Japanese houses used to look before Western influence? And right now the house is a tiny cafe. Check it out. Oh look, they have a little guide on what houses are here. Huh, bunch of old farmhouses. Oh, there's the German guy's house. Really rich residence, and the photo studio. So this is just like one half of the whole thing, and there's this whole separate half we're gonna check out later. So behind me is an old Japanese farmhouse, and man, is it dark in there. I guess it makes sense because there's not a lot of sources of light back in the day, but let's try checking it out. I hope the camera can see in the dark. So that may have been a little bit of a bust because it was so dark in there, I had to keep changing the ISO to get the exposure right. And the lighting was just all over the place, so the exposure was also all over the place. I'm gonna make sure that there's sufficient light whenever I start recording things, because it was really dark in there. So yeah, look, another old farmhouse. I am not gonna go in there. It is way too dark. Let's just go somewhere else. So yeah, we were just all over this area earlier. Let's check out the next area right here. Such a big park and big museum. Walking around is just really nice and relaxing. Also, the clouds are opening up a little bit, so the lighting's getting much better, which I'm glad for. Let's go. Yep, that was just a leaf on a spider web. I got word on the PA system that the park is going to close in 30 minutes and they're already not accepting any tickets, so I gotta show you my favorite building in this whole place. We gotta hurry. There's not a lot of time left. check it out. It's a grocery store. Is this actually dried squid or is this a prop? I don't actually know. I think one of the reasons why I like seeing the buildings in the street so much is that they're all things that you see every day, like restaurants, bike shops, or even liquor stores. And it's so cool to compare then and now, and how much a different vibe it is. So behind me is one of my favorite buildings. It's a public bathhouse from 1929. And I think it's interesting because some bathhouses nowadays don't actually look too different from this. So even 100 years ago, you have a lot of bathhouses in and out of Tokyo that may or may not look like this sort of the old style architecture. I think bathhouses are pretty interesting because where I'm from in the Philippines, public bathhouses aren't really a thing. And it's really interesting to see, like, especially having gone to bathhouses here in Tokyo, in and out of Tokyo actually, how different or similar things are both out externally and internally in the bathhouse, but the system pretty much is the same. Let's check it out. How to put my shoes in a plastic bag, which it's way too big for. Should be okay. So I'm told I can use my tripod on my camera, but I can't actually set it down inside the building, so it's gonna be all handheld from here. Wow, look how deep the bath is. I can pretty much stand in it. Yep, it's pretty deep. I'm standing up right now. Hello. Hello. Let's go. I really like the bathhouse. I actually recorded the bathhouse explanation after entering the bathhouse because you wouldn't have known that based on the editing. I wanted to reframe it a little bit more, but it's actually closed right now. The whole park is about to close, and so I gotta get out of here because I'm not sure if you noticed, but it's pretty much empty all around me. I thought that was pretty cool. It's an easy way to spend the rest of your afternoon or morning. So what did you guys think of the museum? I thought it was really cool. What did you guys think of the museum? I thought it was a really cool place. I mean, it's just something you go in and out for, just to look at the sights, admire the architecture. I mean, like, as an adult, the entry was like around 400 yen, so that's $4. And it's not a huge cost, just to like walk around and enjoy like a nice, quiet afternoon, couple of hours. I mean, the museum's only open until 4 p.m. or 4:30. And it's almost 5 right now, so we had to get kicked out. The security was just sweeping the place. Oh geez, I was looking at the footage. I'm actually so sweaty right now. It's like, oh, it's almost mid-October. How is it not cooler? I even brought a jacket. I thought it was gonna be cold today because of the overcast, but no. Still sweating like a dog. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty nice day. You know, it wasn't raining. It's been raining the last 2 weeks, so I took the camera out. I went somewhere kind of close-ish to come show you and just to spend an afternoon. Oh, time to edit.